Have you ever felt disappointed or hurt when a guy you were interested in suddenly disappeared or pulled away? I think most of us have been there. Rejection stings, even if it's just from someone you chatted with briefly on a dating app. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to handle romantic rejection gracefully as a feminine woman. This is such an important topic because rejection often makes us feel insecure, doubtful, and tempted to chase. But the truth is, we can't take rejection personally. As feminine beings, we have to release control, lean into our wholeness, and let go of any man who isn't making an effort for us. When we do this, we naturally attract the right man who recognizes our worth. I learned this lesson the hard way from my own dating experiences. A few years ago, I was talking to a guy I met online. We really hit it off through messaging, and he seemed totally into me. We made plans to meet up, but then the day before our date, he ghosted me, just stopped responding out of nowhere. I was so confused and disappointed. I kept obsessively checking my phone, wondering if he would finally message me back, and of course, he never did. Looking back, I can see how desperately I was chasing his validation. I had put him on a pedestal before he even showed up for one date. I gave him all this power to determine my self-worth when he was just someone random on an app. Have you ever caught yourself doing this? Getting overly invested in a connection that was still brand new and fragile? Do let me know in the comments. The painful truth is that we can't take rejection personally, even when it feels unfair or comes out of the blue. As feminine beings, we have to stay centered in our wholeness. We are not defined by which men pick us. We are the prize to be won by the right man who is willing to rise up for us. Here are 3 mindset shifts that have helped me handle romantic rejection with grace as I've learned to embody my feminine energy. Number 1, see it as not being picked rather than rejection. Rejection implies there is something wrong with us that made him pull away. But that's not true. We have to remember we are not for every man. Each man has a specific feminine ideal in mind. Just because we aren't his ideal partner doesn't mean we are any less beautiful, valuable, or worthy of love. When a man disappears or stops pursuing us, he is simply deciding we are not his match for whatever reason. This allows us to let go of taking it personally. We don't need to figure out why or what we did wrong. We just accept it as him not picking us, and trust me, we will be the prize for the right man. Number 2, release the need for control and clarity. As feminine beings, we receive rather than chase. When a man pulls away, our instinct can be to cling tighter or demand answers, but this masculine energy actually drives men further away. Instead, we must surrender the desire for control over his actions or the outcome. We also don't need full clarity on why he lost interest. We simply accept he is not the one. Thank him for showing us early on that he is not for us, and trust the right man will show up. Releasing the need for control is so hard but incredibly empowering. Have you noticed this dynamic in your own life? Share below. Number 3, stay open rather than getting attached. In the early stages of dating, it's so easy to get attached and focused on the one man we feel most excited about. But this puts all our eggs in one basket, and if he disappears, we feel shattered. To avoid this, try to stay open in the initial courting phase. Let multiple men pursue you rather than fixating on just one. Spread your feminine energy around until someone proves he is willing to rise up and lock you down. The right man who is truly ready for you won't be scared off. He'll only become more determined to win your heart. But the men who disappear when you stay open were never serious contenders to begin with. Embodying these mindsets has been a game changer for me when it comes to handling rejection gracefully and not taking it to heart. I no longer put my worth in any one man's hands until he has consistently shown up for me with commitment and care. This filters out the time wasters, so I'm left only with men ready to cherish me. I hope these tips help you as well. Let me know which mindset you resonated with most. And if you've had success keeping an open heart after rejection, please share your story to inspire us all. Remember, sisters, your worth remains unchanged regardless of who does or doesn't choose you. You are already whole. When you embrace this truth, you naturally attract the love you deserve instead of chasing it. On your journey to manifesting the relationship of your dreams, I'm here to support you every step of the way. Subscribe now and let's do this together. To wrap up, rejection doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It simply reveals he is not your match. Release control, stay open, and trust you will attract the right man who cherishes your feminine radiance. I really hope this video brought you clarity and courage. Take care and see you in the next video.